Our understanding of the world is really important, and conceptual understanding is, I think, arguably the most important thing in our mindset on how we actually view the world. And conceptual understanding is just so greatly resemblance similar to all of the cultivations or all of those games or all of those novels or all of, I mean the power systems in movies and all that kind of stuff. In novels and for cultivations we have power system. The characters just keep leveling up, or maybe they keep comprehending laws that are stronger and stronger. They keep upgrading their form. I think the real world is also the same. Conceptual understanding is also the same. And for example, right, we have science as a concept, and each branch of science, like mathematical is mathematical, chemistry, physics is also a concept. Like, s- I'm not only talking about the definitions of science, like the definitions of science is just a little piece in the real way. The the definitions of the word science is just a really small piece that reflects our understanding of actual science. I mean, science have, I mean, a word I mean, a word definitely have a definition so that we can understand the most basic form of that word. But for example, like science, what does science include? What subjects to the science include? Mathematics, physics, chemistry, other properties of science. What is science used for? Who invented science? What is the significance of science? What can science really be applied to the real world? Like, it's basically a branch of a concept. I don't a concept that we the deeper we understand the concept of science, the easier it is for us to actually apply science or talk about it, or maybe learn subjects that are related to science. And it's, I mean, it's surprisingly, it's surprisingly similar to the law comprehensions in Chinese novel. Um, the power systems from characters, like they learn new skills, character learn new skills, right? In the real world, we learn new understanding because knowledge is power in our modern world. And what is knowledge? Knowledge. What? How do we even know? How do we even use knowledge? We have to be able to apply these knowledge that we have in our brains into the real world, and that is a skills that we need to learn. And there are so many concepts, so many skills that can be represented by words. For example, pottery. Uh, pottery, the definitions of pottery is short, but there's a lot of thing into the art of pottery. I mean, metal. Metal is really simple. I mean, metal, the definition of metal. But lots of our stuff are made from metals. We engineers learn spend years of trying to learn how metals work, what is composed of, what is metals composed of, how do we actually manipulate metals, which metals is better than the others. I mean, it's an entire concept of metal inside a single word. And if you have watched the How to Get Rich from from the naval famous millionaires millionaires, I think he really nailed it when he explained the concepts of lucky. And there are many concepts that we really need to be able to understand to do some things in life. You know, You need to under the concept of business to be able to do business. You need to under the concept of money of investing to really manage our financial to really manage our finance. You really need to have a basic understanding of math to be able to do math and solve math problems, and you need to have a basic understanding of logical thinking, and also maybe a medium understanding of the concept of math to be able to do calculus or to do the higher branch of math like linear algebra or even higher stuff that I don't even know about. You need to understand the concept of math, of science, and maybe biology to become a biologist or maybe become a PhD in biology, PhD professor in biology. And you know, as a kid, we need to learn the concepts of walking, learn the concepts of crawling, learn the concepts of speaking, learn the concepts of emotion, learn how to express our emotions, learn the concepts of facial expression, learn the concepts of socializing with other, learn the concepts of eating. I mean, like almost every single word in love life is a concept, and we can definitely dive deep into that concept, deep into the things that are related to that concept and its properties, and it's really fascinating. For example, here's my watch. Definition of a watch is just thing that we can wear. The thing that a watch is the thing that we can basically wear, or maybe um put it on the wall and display time. But how do we make a watch? What is the optimal material that we need to use to make a watch? How do we know that the time on the watch is valid? How do we sync the time on the watch with other? What's the? I mean, who even invented the watch? What things like and what kind of materials do we need to use a watch? What kind of industry is involved in making this watch? What is this? What is the significance of this watch? What would happen if no one, if there's no watch in this world? What's the impact of watches on daily people life? Like just from the word watch alone, literally, we literally have so many things to answer and to dive deep into and contemplate upon a single word if we want to look deeper than the definitions of a word. And it's so fascinating because there are tons of words in this word. There are tons of words in this word. How do I say word in our word? I've got to practice the pronunciation of that, but whatever. There are tons of words, and every almost every single word can be think conceptually and dive deeper into its meaning. And I think that's really meaning that's really exciting and really eyes opening because I literally have infinite content to be able to generate with this video, aside from reflecting upon my intonations, reflecting upon my speaking skills, and also talking about the things that I've learned today, every single day. I can just pick a random words and dive deep into it. That's just so amazing for so amazing. Maybe because I am curious and I don't know, I just love to learn. Yeah, so that's it for day 15. Oh, so it's pretty much half a usual month now. Nice.